What's going on there, guys? We back with another one. Want to talk a little bit more about this Joy Taylor thing at FS1 and some of her quotes from her podcast is coming back up to haunt her a little bit. Um, People even bringing back up old quotes on X. Where the Daily Mail celebrity had talked about Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey leaves Drake concert in WeHo with mystery woman, and the woman was Taylor Rooks. That was photographed in this article, and Joy Taylor, she quoted that back on February 13th, 2022. Women can exist in spaces with men without being with them. I know it's a wild concept, and that hits differently now when you look back at what is alleged, against her at this point. We're going to visit or revisit some of her conversations she's had on her podcast that people are absolutely up in arms about. Again, this is all alleged, but we're going to dissect some of the things she said because I have an issue with it, and I'm going to give my advice contrary to theirs. Let's check it out.
I dubbed them princess boys because clearly they want the princess treatment. And being a woman of substance and means, I can provide that for them. Now, there's things that I want in exchange for taking care of a princess boy. And, if that is
Yeah.
what men are interested in behaving like, I feel like I can do that. I can be that person for you. I can give you an experience you've never had.
Now, I want to double back to that clip later on, but I want to watch this next clip because I'm going to talk about both of these issues that I have with her commentary and Taylor Rooks' commentary uh, when discussing these things. Let's check it.
These hypotheticals have got us in a chokehold, and we must free ourselves. It's fun to argue about. It's fun to talk about what you would do in this scenario, or would you leave the game if the seats were high, or if a man took you this place on a first date, what you would do. And I'm telling you, like, every interaction that I have with people now, in some way or another, these things come up. Can we just keep it a buck? If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want, fine, funny, fucking money, you're throwing all boundaries, standards, all that shit you talked on Instagram about how you would never, and this woman ain't because women this and men this, and you're moving forward with this person.
No, my favorite hypothetical, because it's so ridiculous, is when you ask anybody if they would do something outrageous for like $1 million and they say no. It's like, okay, would you do it for 2 million? I mean, would you do it for what's the number? Like, anytime you add money into a hypothetical, people love feeling good about themselves by saying that they wouldn't do it for the money, but it's literally only because it's a hypothetical. If you saw this $1 million in front of your face and I said, do this, are you doing it? So I don't even know if hypotheticals are real indicators of the situation that's being discussed, because I'm starting to think people only use hypotheticals to lie about the circumstance.
So I want to talk about a few things. Princess Boys is a very condescending name for someone that you're potentially with. She said, I can give you experience you never had, but I require certain things from Princess Boys. I mean, you think because you have a career, you make some money that you wear the pants in all the situations in the relationship. That's a flawed logic from its inception. And I definitely see why you're single if you think like that. You can say it's by design, and maybe it is. Maybe, what they're alleging that you're doing is the thing that's keeping you single, but who knows, right? But moving along, I was disappointed in her conversation with her and Taylor Rooks, where you talking about, if a man is fine, funny, and effing money, you know, that's that's saying it's a certain type of dollar that can make me want to be with a man. And it shouldn't be based on that. People that's listening to these podcasts don't run with that. You may want someone who is financially stable, yes, but don't say I want someone like put it like this: if you put billionaire or 100 millionaire or whatever, 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever your thing is, don't put that at the very top um as a top priority where that can outweigh all the other qualities. You really need to know who a person is on a fundamental level. That's why we see all these millionaires, all these people in mansions and big homes. You'll see the kids, the wife, and then, self-inflicted wound to themselves, like everybody deceased in the house because, you know, they fell in love with, sometimes, I ain't saying this is for everybody, so don't say I'm doing a blanket statement. I'm just using that example as something that could go wrong, but you'll see the whole house has lost their life because these people got together. Um, and sometimes it's based off of what they can provide, the life they can provide, the picket fence, all this stuff that they can provide you financially, but you done married a monster. This person is a monster, and you should not want to be under the same roof with this person. So don't take that type of advice. And when you say things like that, it lends to the lawsuit. Like if somebody's socioeconomic status or their financial security can make them jump the line. If you did do something with the Charlie Dixon guy, you can't be trusted because if finances is that carrot, and Taylor Rooks, you talking about 1 million, 2 million. If it's in your face, you're not gonna do it. If a man see that, he can't take you. I ain't saying you can't get in a relationship, but he can't. In the back of his mind, whether he say it or not, he know that it sound like you said on that podcast you would do something strange for a piece of change, and um once that's in a man's head, they cannot fully commit to you. I don't care what they saying on the surface. They know in the back of their mind that there is a price with you. Unless you can clarify that more, there's a price that comes with um, your loyalty or what you're willing to do to get that money. And so if that money meets your criteria of what you think is enough, then you're flexible on your moral compass. And so don't try to make some of us feel bad about what you wouldn't do for money. Like, a lot of people that you see in the world don't have OnlyFans and all that. Now, it's okay what Joyce said about, they look attractive to her, or they can make her laugh. Some of those are good qualities, right? You do want somebody that you can converse with, somebody who's humorous, that you find humorous, and someone you find attractive. And that's for everyone's palate. That's um, something that is relative to the person. But you know, finances, that comes and goes. Man, do y'all know how many people you can see like homeless people even on YouTube? There's several videos where guys had millions of dollars in the bank. Something happens with the bank, now they out on the street. You know, so when you get with a person, you definitely want to make sure, like, because the US dollar ain't backed by gold or anything. That thing is not as valuable as y'all think. And it could change tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying about when you with somebody. Make sure that person you with while things is funny, kiki, ha ha, we on the island, we on a boat, we on a cruise, is that same person that, if you're on the street trying to plot your next move, do your best to make sure that's a person that say, baby, we gonna get through this and we gonna get back to where we were. And they putting that type of stuff in you. Not that they leaving and abandoning you just because things out of your control is happening to the family right at that moment. Man, this one dude I seen, the bank closed on him. He had millions of dollars, but since all his money was in that bank, he became homeless. Over time, he took out a loan and prolonged it as long as he could. But after a while, he just didn't have it. But he still had all these expenses. It wasn't nothing wrong with the dude. He had reached millionaire status, but something out of his control happened. So you don't want to put everything on finances because that's fickle, man. And I just wanted to share that. And I had a strong opinion about that, but I want to know what you guys think about it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.